good, man? Yo, listen, man. You know, KGMHD 546-2321-555-888-9999, 69 and 69. I mean, whichever number you want to talk is fine. But at the end of the day, Behavior Enterprise Inc., we are back in the building, and it's crazy today. Matter of fact, I'm in a whole new tunnel vision zone of, man, let's call it a chamber, if we will. You know what I mean? Because right now, I have a special guest. I'm very, 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 very happy to have him. And I mean, if I could say very even 100 more times, you know what I'm saying? It's just very. There was a drink that we used to have called Very Fine. You know what I'm saying? I don't know many people know about that, but right now we in history from the other side. So today, it's history from the other side.
Stapleton, Park Hill, cats never chill. Sat down the rock, BK's real. Queens stuffed out, the Bronx battered bout. Uptown, never in a drought. Stapleton, Park Hill, cats never chill. Sat down the rock, BK's real. Queens stuffed out, the Bronx battered bout. Uptown, never in a drought.
An 8-year-old boy walks home from school each day past an 8-year-old girl's house. One day, as he is passing by carrying a football, he can't resist taunting the girl. He holds up the football and says, "See this football? Football is a boy's game, and only boys can have a football." This little girl runs into the house and cries to her mother, "I want a football." Being a woman of the 90s, her mother runs out and gets her one. The next day, the girl is waiting for the little boy, and he rides up on his bike. She holds up the football. "Nah, nah, nah, nah." The little boy angrily points to his bike and says, "Oh, yeah? Well, this is a boy's bike, and only boys can get boys' bikes, and you can't have one." She runs into mom, and the next day is waiting for him on her new boy's bike. The little boy gets furious and pulls down his pants, and pointing to his most private of parts, says, "Look, only boys have these, and your mom can't buy you one." The next day, he walks by and asks her, "Well, I guess I showed you." To which she promptly pulls up her dress, points to her parts, and proclaims, "My mother tells me that as long as I have one of these, I can have as many of those I want."
Class is in session. School to get schooled. No cap here. Tune in.
Now I got money, she talking about eating my semen. Damn, niggas are foul. Don't fall with the odds, been hunting them down. Look how I step, I'm hyping the crowd. I'm talking about shit, yeah, they love how I sound. My bitch is yellow, this part is white. Mixed together, we gon' fuck all night. I'm drinking on orange, I'm full with that Sprite. I'm drinking on orange, I'm full with that Sprite. I'm fire as the fuck, finna go hit the stool. Stop running your mouth, I don't listen to fools. I was bad as the fuck, I ain't listen to school. What the fuck do you look like? Telling me what to do. I'm a young ass step, but I'm hard as the fuck. Only 15, been running it up. The wife full love, could I rock at this show? Can't come to your show if I can't.
Get rushed, bust, bagged and tossed. KGM 4 horse, 13 wins, 1 loss, of course. No remorse, snake a show off. The new boss.
We're getting started now. We're getting started now. We're getting started now. We're getting started now. We're getting started now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls all across the world, introducing my special guest, hailing out of the Staten Island 10304 area, the zone, Park Hill zone, from CTV to a TV near you, Sheldon Henry, the Sheldon Henry Show.
Yes. Oh!
My brother from another mother.
No doubt. What up, my brother?
89 years.
Well, don't give my age away.
Ooh, nah, we good, man. I mean, let's be honest. I just got my AARP card.
That's what's good.
I got some But yo,
You
what's good,
funny.
bro? See you, man.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely good to see you, brother.
Man, it's been a long time coming, man. You know,
No doubt. No doubt.
the last time I remember seeing you was on Tar G, 4G. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Truck or
Yeah.
whatever the case may be, spinning around the block and acting all crazy and all that, or whatever the case may be. I think I had moved back to New York for like 2 years or whatever in that process. And ironically, in that process is where I started my journey that you have everything to do with. And as I was kind of telling you backstage, you know, you've actually been very influential with um the things that I'm actually doing today, and you really didn't know it.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I must say thank you.
And you're welcome.
Really appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Sheldon
Yeah, no
Henry,
doubt. That's
the
it.
Sheldon lit, lit. CTV. Tell me about that, man. I mean, like, matter of fact, forget all that. Let's start from the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I have like 4,000 plus subscribers. Um, you
That's
know,
good. That's good.
you know, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, um, a lot of my subscribers support me based on my music and some of my accolades that I've actually been able to do, you know, on this end of the
Okay.
world. And I take it very seriously. I'm very fortunate. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we're still growing, but you know, I'm getting my footing up under me, and at the same time, you know, we're here. You know, and
Right. Yeah.
again, I want to really say I appreciate you coming on and all of that stuff or whatever. But I want my audience to know who you are, what you're about, and you know, if you're someone that I look up to, I think it's very important that they understand why. So the floor is
Right.
yours, my brother. Let them know, man.
Okay. Well, I'm Sheldon Henry of the Sheldon Henry Show from Staten Island. Um, what it was, I was on Facebook. You know, we all have Facebook accounts, and I started a group on Facebook called the Sheldon Henry Show. So I just go in there, basically just like crack jokes, have different topics, say silly stuff, you know, whatever the case may be. So one time somebody was saying to me, they was like, "Yo, I heard about the Sheldon Harris show. Where's the Sheldon Harris show?" There's like, "Oh, it's on Facebook." He said, "Oh, man, we thought you had a real show. You ain't got no real show. It's on Facebook." So I said, "Okay, you want me? You don't think I can't do a real show? I do. I'm making a real show then." It was basically like somebody trying to diss me. So I said, "Okay, I'll make a real show." I had called up CTV and inquired about the classes to how you go about to get a television show. They told me I had to come take the classes and get certified. You gotta know the equipment, how to use the soundboard, the editing, the lighting, the stage, set the stage, all that stuff like that. So I took the classes and I got certified. So when I got certified, I got the phone numbers, everybody that was other people's in the classes, because now they're gonna be part of my crew, like for my cameraman, my editing, sound, stage man, like that. So I made the actual show that on Staten Island Cable TV show, the Sheldon Henry Show, and that's what made me start the actual TV show, because it was a group on Facebook that became popular, and I made an actual television show that comes on television itself. And then once I started the actual show, it was like, okay, it was the guests. People hear shows, they want exposure. So my thing was, my two things: I'm going to get celebrities and then an up and coming artists. Those are two people I want to promote: celebrities, up and coming artists. You know what I mean? So that's now, and I went from there. And then I was like, you know what? I need a sign, and I, because what it was I was doing so much filming, I didn't have time to really edit, or I'm not sure I even know how to edit at the time, and I wanted to watermark my footage. So I said, you know what? Let me just go get me a sign, so that I can just throw the sign in the picture, and then now it's like watermark. People already know, so the heavy show sign like that. And then it went from me putting it in the video with it to people actually holding the sign. People started falling in love with the sign. And then the sign took on like a life of its own, because now you got these celebrities with holding the sign. They're like, well, let me hold the sign when we take a picture together. And when you see a celebrity holding, and the crazy thing is, you see like a person take a picture with a celebrity, it almost looks almost like they're trying to be closer to the celebrity. But when you see the celebrity holding the sign with your name on it, it's like they're endorsing your product. They're endorsing what you're trying to do. And it was like, oh shit! Like now these celebrities are endorsing me, and they all want to. Then when I started showing them other people that already held the sign, it made them want to hold the sign too, because they were, hey, he held the sign. Let me hold the sign. I want to be able to say I held the Sheldon Here's a sign, and it just became a phenomenon. It's no different from holding like a gold medal or the championship belt or an Oscar. You know what I'm saying? It was like, or the Lombardi trophy. It was like the same. It had like the same value.
Facts, exactly. And with that being said, a lot of celebrities have held that picture. I mean that
But that's what
sign.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? And you know that's not no little thing. And at the same time, you know, I would love to share with my viewers and all of that type stuff or whatever. So, I mean, guys, what I'm telling you, this ain't no rinky dink situation. I'm talking about this dude had heavy hitters. You know what I mean? And matter of fact, I'll show you guys, you know, so let's check that out real quick.
Hey yo, check me, don't like me, but respect me. Klass promotes the gift, ratchet. Need a gangster bitch, Apache, classy, flashy, sassy. Buttermilk, nasty, gravy. Hey yo, son, it's all wavy. What's ratchet, pappy? Let's get mega hype like movie. D. Haven Smith, director, yours truly. Smoothly, I rule the unholy. Slowly, they chose me to behold thee. Corrupt Gates militia, look closely.
Yeah. So the Sheldon Henry show, how long or how many years is the extension of all of these episodes? I mean, like you did episodes on CTV, I'm sure. And I
Right.
know because I was there, like again, I followed this man, you know what I'm saying, literally, and trying to walk in his
Right.
path. But so what was the run? How long? Like
No, actually, I only did it. I only did it for like a year and a half, 2 years, maybe like a year to 2 years. But in that minute, but that small amount of time, it was every single week, back to back to back to back to back. I had a different celebrity, and people like, "How's he doing this every week?" It's like I just saw him with Ice-T last week. Now this week I see him. He's with Jadakiss. Next week I see him with J. Cole, America's Next Top Model. Next week I see him with a member of Wu-Tang. Next week I saw him with Dwight Howard and Shawn Marion in the same day. Francois Jabot was like they couldn't believe it. It was like every single week. It was either been the right place at the right time, do a hookup to a mutual friend, acquaintances that I already knew, like say like people like doing Wu-Tang, like met the man, I already know him from we go together with the Statue of Liberty together, stuff like that. So some was like it was people that I already knew, people I met through a mutual friend.
Hold on. You're not gonna glide past that one.
What's that? What's that?
Yeah, hold on. Y'all see that, man? Hold on. Shots fired. Hold on. Was it just me? I mean, he tried to speedball that one. Like, yeah, I was working at the Statue of Liberty with Method Man. Wait, you was there and you going, man, hold up.
Yo, you funny, yo, you
Tell
funny.
us about that, bro. What you mean, yo? I mean, the world saw it on a series, and you know, there's been interviews of him and Ugard actually at the Statue of Liberty. And
Yeah, you gotta work with us. You gotta work with us, yeah.
Tell us. I mean, you worked there. Talk about it.
Oh yeah. Back in the day, we used to work at the Statue of Liberty. Actually, there's a guy, Femi. We used to pile up in Femi's station wagon. We would get on the Staten Island ferry, and then from there we had to walk in like Battery Park and get on the Circle Line. We used to ride the Circle Line to get to Statue of Liberty. So we worked. So when I Statue of Liberty, I was selling hamburgers and hot dogs. Where Method Man was in the booth where he was selling the sodas and the ice creams like that. And then we all rolled back home every day. So we got back on the ferry. You say so we was on the Circle Line. So Meth he used to be rapping on the way back. He was be rapping, and I remember back then they was trying to laugh, but I was like, "Yo, Meth, yo, you nice man, yo, you gonna make it, you gonna make it, you got talent. I'm telling you, you gonna make it, you gonna make it." I tell him, "You gonna make it," and then eventually later on, I transferred from they opened up Ellis Island, so I started working at Ellis Island. But they were still working at the Statue of Liberty. So after work, they would meet. They would come to Ellis Island to come get me, and then we would come home on the Circle Line together from the Ellis Island, because that's why I started working Ellis Island when they from Statue of Liberty like that. And but we rode home in the cab together every day on the Circle Line together every day. But then actually, there's a thing called a Cushman, this thing that you drive. And Meth had actually crashed on it, had an accident, and he hurt his ankle, so he ended up losing the job at Statue of Liberty. Then he being on the block, hustling like that and stuff.
Yo, that's funny that you say that. I remember the crutches and all of that because
Yeah, he had to play. He had crutches and all that. Yeah.
I lived in 160. I was actually 161 1V. 1V. Yeah, 1V. Right. The press for the emergency services, police or fire department box. That was my room.
Stapleton, Park Hill, cats never chill. Sat down to rock, BK's real. We stuffed out, the Bronx battered bout. Uptown, never in a drought. Stapleton, Park Hill, cats never chill. Sat down to rock, BK's real. We stuffed out, the Bronx battered bout. Uptown, never.
Woo child, we getting started now. We getting started now. Woo child.
Hello, you're watching Klass and Sessions. Get ready to get schooled or be schooled.
For real though, 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 for real though.
What's the science? So we're back with Sheldon Henry from the Sheldon Henry Show, and he's breaking down the science and putting us on. We just left off from the Statue of Liberty and all that good stuff. Man, yo, at the end of the day, bro, like I said, I've been saying this since I've known you. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you are a legend in its own right.
Right.
Tell us more. I mean,
Yeah, I'll tell you now. Listen, we go. I'll give you more. Actually, Method Man and he called me on Father's Day to come down to the studio and to be on his album. He has his album called The Meth Lab, and I'm doing a skit on the Meth Lab where we're snapping on each other because we're always known for snapping on each other. So I'm snapping on his Meth Lab album.
So tell us about Showtime at the Apollo.
Nah, what's funny is if you go on YouTube, if you just type in Sheldon Henry Method Man, the clip will come up of Method Man making fun of me when I got booed at the Apollo. He always talks about that when he goes to shows. Like, yeah, my man Sheldon got booed at the Apollo. Yeah, I went to Apollo because I was aspiring comedian, just having fun. I went out there and I got booed. And Method Man still talks about that. The clip is on YouTube right now. You see Method Man making fun of me, talking about how I got booed at the Apollo, how I had on a Miami Vice suit on and stuff like that. Snap to him. I said, yo, Meth, how far we go back? He's like, man, we go far back as this nigga's hairline and shit like that. He's like, every time I see Sheldon in the crowd, Mr. Crowd, people, I let him know he's the only person out from Staten Island that got booed off the Apollo on TV, live on stage, booed at the Apollo.
Hey, yo, honest to God, man, I really believe that I sat as a little kid and watched that damn show. I swear I did, because at the time, if I can remember correctly, it was a big thing, and to say someone from your neighborhood is gonna be on it, everybody wants to watch.
No doubt.
That was around the time I probably had to be in the house at like 8, 9 p.m. type. I was definitely little, and I recall that because even afterwards, that was the talk going around. But again, being that you was from a generation above me or whatever, I really don't remember really interacting with you until I actually became like more of a teenager, or
Right, right,
was acting like I was grown or wanting to be grown in the street, grown to be grown.
right.
But word, man, I think that this is very important because again, you know, Sheldon Henry, you know, you have accolades, you put in work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You put in work. And regardless of whatever the case may be, fear, love, and war, happy, sad, or indifferent, the reality is you are you. And you know what I'm saying? There's a lot to be proud of. I'm very,
yeah.
very, very inspired. I've always been. Um, like I said, followed I followed your path to CTV to be actually
Right,
back in
yeah,
2011, 2010, 2011 to be exact. Oh,
right.
so with that being said, all right. So what else? I mean, so you did the
I think,
Apollo.
even with the whole Method Man thing, he also has a video called Shining Star. We're in the video together. He called me to come down to be in a video called Shining Star. I'm in a Shining Star video with Method Man also as well. So he's
Shining
always been a
Star,
long time friend. It's called Shining Star. Yep.
and what is that a single or something?
It's hands-on music. It's hands of somebody else that we grew up with that had dropped has a song and his video and Method's like it was featuring Method Man and I'm in the video as well, like that. Like Method Man has a version as well.
So, ladies and gentlemen, hands on. The song is Shining Star. Go check that
Yes,
out.
yes.
That's a plug right there, 100%. So, Sheldon, so you started doing, you got certified TV. You started the show. What happened?
So now I started getting guests, different like I had the Force and D's were guests on my show. That's episode 10.
Man, I love them dudes. Continue.
Yeah, I love the Force and D's. They came from Poconos to be on the show. They came from the Poconos.
I remember they had houses. They had houses lined up next to each other up there in the Poconos. I remember that.
That same episode, there's a guy named Sean Armonti, how you say it. He was a guest on the X Factor. He came to my show. He flew out from California. He came from California and took a plane to Staten Island to be on the show. That same episode.
Hmm.
Another guest
So,
on the episode came from Pittsburgh. Drove up from Pittsburgh, 6 hours from Pittsburgh.
so do you have any plans to reboot it or continue it, or where are we now with the Henry show?
Well, now I just decided to bring it back. I'm about to bring it back. I just decided to bring it back because I watch all these different things that people are doing, but I was doing it way. I did this way before a lot of these other shows.
Say it again. Say it again because
I
that is
did
the
this
fact.
way before a lot of these other shows.
Now,
All these other shows are Johnny Come Latelys.
with that what you just said, when I ended up coming back here, 2012, I couldn't. There was no CTV, so there was no opportunity like back there. You know what I mean? So
Right.
opportunity that I did get, which was the CBS building at Las VegasOrnetradio.com, and they had 3 a.m. radio stations or 2 a.m. radio stations, whatever. And
Okay.
I took the digital, and
Right.
we could show. I'll post up that footage of that so everybody can see. But I've posted in the past too, and exactly what Sheldon Henry is saying right now, ladies and gentlemen. The reality is, we were doing podcasts and all of that before this stuff that is right now. We was actually really doing it like that. Like to be, if you really want to go there, back in 2000, we were doing reality TV. Where we had cameras walking around everywhere, recording us. You know what I'm saying? And it was a project that was called Dangerous Minds. And the one day they was like, "Hey, we're gonna have these cameras follow you guys everywhere and this and that or whatever." And when I actually sit back and look at it today, I'm like, wow, we was actually doing yesterday things that became hot now.
Yep.
So a Sheldon Henry show needs to be rebooted, and it deserves to be, you know what I'm saying, back in effect and all that. Because again, at the end of the day, the same people, you know what I'm saying, if you was able to get them then, we should be able to get them now. Like it is what it is.
100%.
Totally based off the name. We lost Sheldon Henry, ladies and gentlemen.
Rush, platinum plus, flush, total head rush, weed and dust, brains and lust, front and get rushed, bust, bagged and tossed, KGM 4 horse, 13 wins, 1 loss, of course, no remorse, snake a show off, the new boss, I be the jump off, flight Air Force, boom endorsed, convict, mimic, snake the serpent, shiesty signature garment, rated for dominant, household and favorite, slangs and ratchet, rap classic, hardcore black magic, remarkable caliber, styles untouchable, sidestep, back pedal, heavy metal, Brillo, if it's fuck me ditto, no tomorrow, sorrow over amarettos, corrupt gate models, desperados, all for this head like Sleepy Hollow.